like right now in well, not but I want to get it move in because I know.
Hey guys, it's Rafael Gonzalez of World Football Daily, and I'm here bringing you another top quality product review. Today, as you can see in front of me, we are reviewing the Mitre Delta V12 ball. Now this ball is one of the best footballs out there on the market, and it's actually represented all over the place. We'll get into that in a second. But before you try to click away, just know you should keep watching because you can have a chance to win one of these two balls. I'll give away two, and I'll tell you how to win one yourself at the end of this video. Real quick, let's jump over the tech specs just so we can kind of get that out of the way and get the details kind of sorted out first. Straight out of the Mitre.com website, this is what they say about their own ball. This is one of the most advanced FIFA approved quality match balls on the market today. It is, well actually it's one of the best ever approved FIFA balls ever made is what they're saying. It is a 12-panel professional football, and it's used in the English football leagues. It's used in the Scottish Premier Football League, which Rangers will be at sooner or later. You just watch. It's also used in the Capital One Cup, so it gets plenty of play all across, well, in the British Isles at least. It's developed with professional footballers in mind and recommended for grass use, actually, as you can see. Recommended for grass. But that's not to say it can't be used on artificial turf, and I'll get into that later. Let's see, it's got a soft feel, it's got a textured grain PU surface offering excellent aerodynamic stability. The ball is capable of keeping stable even at speeds up to 70 miles an hour. So let's get into my actual review now that we got the kind of tech specs kind of sorted. Three things that are important to me when I think of balls and when I'm looking to purchase a ball. One, the touch and feel of the ball, okay? Two, what you see. That's very important. I'll get into that in a second. And three, basically playability, okay? Moving on, let's get into what exactly I mean by all those things. So the touch and feel of the ball. Now, this feels like real leather. I'm not sure if you guys understand what I mean by that. I'm only 30, well, I'm almost 30 years old. I turned 30 this year. I'm not saying I'm like a 60-year-old man who used to have the old kind of leather stitched balls that were brown and kind of super heavy and got bogged down with whatever. I never experienced those balls. But when I grew up, all I played with was either kind of a rubbery kind of surface ball that you could play in the streets with and stuff, or like a plastic ball that you often played with, you know, AYSO and things like that when you're young. This feels like real leather. When you touch this ball, there's like they said, there's a certain texture to it. It feels like leather. It kind of concerned me at first because I thought that, well, if you're going to be hitting any kind of water or dew, a lot of times when you're playing in California, I'm from California, especially in the early mornings, there's dew on the grass, stuff like that, and I figured it just might be affected by it. No, not so much, which is really, really kind of important to me. It had a consistent touch no matter what. So regardless of whether you're playing on a dry or wet pitch, over the past weekend I actually played in 3 league matches for my kind of Saturday and Sunday rec leagues, whatever. And on Saturday morning, or actually, yeah, Saturday, I played middle of the day, 2 games on a very, very dry pitch. It lived up to its kind of billing. You know, it's made for grass, it was on grass, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was one of the more played with balls. This ball, more in particular, I think I know why, and I'll explain a little bit later in the next, yeah, in the next kind of section. But definitely lived up to its billing, and I just, yeah, it sticks to your foot nicely. It's got a great texture. It's just a great ball to touch and feel with as a player. When you touch it, when it hits your foot, you realize it doesn't stick to your foot too much, but it does enough. And if you play the game, I think you kind of can appreciate what that means. Now, what you see So this is the Delta V12. This is the Delta V12 Fluo, or Delta Fluo V12. And basically the only difference is this is for, it's like their high vis ball, okay? Now, when I say high vis, when the winter time comes around in Europe, they generally switch to the yellow ball. And that's primarily so it gets picked up better, primarily because of television. It's also kind of gone more to what the players see as well. It makes it easier for the players to play and keep track of the ball. That's great. The pattern on these balls is really what kind of stood out for me. I'm very used to playing with the Nike balls. I thoroughly enjoy the Nike balls. I'm also very used to playing with the Adidas balls, particularly the World Cup balls. And I thoroughly enjoy those both. A little bit more of a plasticky feel, going back to the touch and feel kind of section that we just talked about. This, obviously not plasticky. But their designs, you know, Nike especially talks about having the, you know, the technology and the research and development going into their designs so that the players can pick up that ball and the spin of the ball faster. You know, they can see the ball faster and react to it quicker. Now, I appreciate that, right? Because I play the game, I want to see the ball, I want to see the spin, I want to understand how it's coming to me when I'm receiving it, and how I'm going to deliver it actually when I eventually touch the ball. This, I felt like, especially this one, in the middle of the day, had an incredible visibility factor for the players. I saw every spin. I play in defense. Even on the corner kicks or set pieces that I may or may not have gone up to, I could be way far in the back line, yards away from the actual play, and an airborne ball, I could pick up the spin immediately. I often saw the spin of a ball kind of going on the ground. That is really important to me because I want to be able to react appropriately to how the ball is coming at me. And real quick, I forgot to say this about, I don't know if I told you or said it or not, but regarding the touch and feel, on Sunday I played on an early morning game, a ton of dew on the grass. This ball, flawless, totally awesome. Didn't really kind of affect it negatively. No more than it should, I guess, right? Like if there's a ton of water that gets built up, you're gonna have to, react to it just like any other player would. But it displaced water and dispelled water off its surface fairly well, and when it connected to your boot, very true. So I really dug that. Going back to the look of it, what you see, you pick up this ball quickly. I can't tell you that I was able to see this during the day better. I don't think that's what it's made for, to be honest. When I did play with this on a Monday night, actually, I went out Monday night just to kind of go kicking the ball around real quick, and I wanted to test out a different surface aside from grass. I joined this pickup game on this artificial indoor surface, artificial turf. It did fantastically well on that surface. It's like it says, it's built for, or it's designed for grass particularly, but it handled very well on the turf. And I mean, I was kind of underneath the lights in the dark. Yeah, it was nice. I just thoroughly enjoyed this ball much better during the day. And I just picked it up that much faster. Even though there's like green in it, I picked up that green in the grass, the gray, just fantastic, fantastic ball to pick up. Finally, the playability. It's fun to play with, flat out. It's absolutely fun to play with. When I brought these balls out to my weekend league matches and such, they were picked up very quickly. My team kind of practiced with them a little bit at first, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. All the other balls were kind of kicked to the side, and these were used to warm everybody up, and or favored by everybody to like kick about. And then actually in the game, these were the two balls that were used most. This one in particular, I think, just primarily because it was such a great ball. Like it was so easy to play with. It's so much fun to play with, really. And that's a huge part for me, I think. When you're going to buy a ball, when you're going to drop, a hefty amount of money on a professional ball, you want to enjoy playing with it. I enjoyed playing with this ball. It feels like a real football. I kind of touched on it earlier. When you compare this to the Nike Maxim, the Nike Insight, the Adidas Brazuca, I'm trying to think of the Jabulani, those have a very kind of plasticky texture to it, and they don't necessarily feel like footballs. These feel like the real thing. Like I really enjoyed playing with them. It has a very true roll, it has a very true touch. And finally, you know, when referencing playability, when I'm going to spend that much money on a ball, I almost want to learn something from it, okay? And a good ball will teach you what you're doing right and wrong. And what I mean by that is, say you slice a ball, it tells you. You immediately feel it. You immediately know what you did right or wrong. When you hit a strike right on goal, right in the top corner, you know you did that. As soon as that contact is made, you know that ball is going in. And that's what I mean by like, it teaches you. I learned with this ball. I like to take corners and set pieces when I can. I mishit my first corner on Saturday morning in the first game. I got the chance about 3 more times to take corners, 2 from my left foot, 1 from my right. All 3 were fantastic after that. And like I said, I think I learned instantaneously what I did right and wrong from there. So all around, these balls were fantastically enjoyable experiences to play with over the weekend. I can't wait to keep playing with them. Now, what you should do if you want to get one of these balls for free from me. All I want you to do is basically join Mitre's social network. Tell them that you saw this review from @WFootballDaily or @JersRafa, that's me. That's our Twitter accounts, by the way. Or go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Mitre, and write on their wall. Tell them that World Football Daily did a fantastic ball review. I don't care. You can tell them we did a really bad ball review. I don't mind. But that you were very interested in their technology and the balls that they create and the equipment that they make. Whatever. Just connect with them. Reach out to them. Find them on Twitter. They're @MitreSports if you're in the UK, or @MitreUSA if you're here in the States. Do both. I don't care. Or you can find them @Mitre on Instagram. Just again, let them know that you're interested in their products, that you're interested in the quality work and craftsmanship that they put into their equipment. And then let me know that you did that. Write it in the comments below. Write a comment in the comment section below, letting me know that you did that. Let me know who you are so I can go and confirm that. And I will pick one of you, well, technically I will pick 2 of you guys. 1 for this ball, 1 for that ball. I'm keeping these personally. I will send you guys out your own ball, brand new ball, so it's not used. As you can see, they're kind of dirty, these right here, these examples, these test balls. But I will send you the real Mitre Delta V12s, the same balls that are used in the English football leagues, the same balls that are used in the gritty Scottish Football Premier League, where Rangers will be joining them soon. Yeah, anyways, and also, of course, the Capital One Cup. So, let me know that you did that, and I will take care of you. 2 of you, at least. Thanks again for watching. This is Rafa from World Football Daily, and I hope you enjoyed the product review. Thanks.
It's too hard for them to deal with, so they just don't do anything about it. But something needs to be done.
I enjoy it. It's hard being away.
Because if it had been rented for this whole time.
Soccer game? All right.
Smile.
What?
Smile.
Smile, yeah. Say smile. Don't touch.
I'm a smile.
Smile.
I'm a smile.
Let's still blow these up, yeah? Can you bring me that one? Bring me that one.